It's time to rewire your mind. Welcome to the Hayden Russo Show, the show that provides you with inspiration to help you succeed in life. Here's your host, Hayden Russo.
Hello there. Yes. Y'all know I like how that there sounds. Hello there. Last week we touched on some topics on things that we need to do to better ourselves and to give us the opportunity to grow our minds and just help.
I'm sorry.
Just rewire ourselves, rewire the way we think. We talked about growth mindset and fixed mindset. What can we do? What can we do to begin to change the way that we think? Change our behavior. Change the things that we do. How do we go about that? Why is it important for us to take control of our minds? Why is it important for us to change the things that we do? Why do we do the things that we do? The very first thing that you need to do is ask yourself, why? Why is it important for me to take control of my life? Why is it important for me to have faith? Why is it important that not only that I have faith, but why is it important that I be disciplined? That I focus in on more on what I'm doing? Why is it important? So I'm going to recap this all over again. It is important that you begin to take the little baby steps to rewire your mind and take control of your mind. It is important for you to understand why you do what you currently do. Because the reason you're in the situation that you're in, the reason that you're in the place that you're in this stage in your life, is because of all of the past things that you've done. So the question is, why do you do them? If someone continues to come, well, let me use myself as an example. 4 years ago, every time someone saw me, they say, oh, there goes the same old Hayden. If someone can say that you're the same since you've been in high school, you need to go see a shrink. You need help. That means that you have learned nothing from high school, because when you don't know anything, what you'll do some of the things that I did. Some of the things that I used to do is when a customer didn't pay me, I used to come out and take it out on my family. When I had a long day at work, instead of dealing with it in a professional manner, I came home and I took it out on my family. I took it out on my kids. I might have yelled, or I might have did something for something so small that it had nothing to do with my family. But that's where I took it out on. Okay, so I'm asking you again. Ask yourself, why? When you go in a meeting, the first thing while the boss is saying, does everyone have any good idea? Before I can have a good idea, tell me, please, what is the purpose of this meeting? When the wife or the significant other says, hey, listen, I need to speak to you. I need some time one-on-one with you. The first thing I need you to ask that person is, what is the purpose of this meeting? Begin to understand the why you do things. Will be the first step on how you begin to improve your life. And we'll talk about that a little later on in the show. But then the second thing that you got to start to do is you got to begin to visualize. Once you get the why I want to be a successful businessman, why I want to be a school teacher, why I want to be a philosopher, why I want to be a violinist, why I want to be someone that is great. Why does everyone call me crazy, but I'm the only one that's producing results? Why? And then finally, we'll end the show. Why it's important that you begin to live out your dreams of the person that you want to be right now. Why is it important for you to be that person right now and begin to act like that person right now? Begin to talk like that person right now. Begin to read the books that require that person to be that person right now. Begin taking the classes and the seminars and hanging around the people that is going to elevate you and to be that person right now. And why it's important that you speak your dream into existence. Why is it important that you stop talking bad to yourself and stop saying negative things to yourself? Inspire yourself. I tell myself every morning, I love me some me. And Dave, if you wouldn't mind, would you begin? I'll let you know when to cue out of that clip. Will you begin playing it for me, please?
I can remember being trapped inside of a negative environment that wouldn't allow me to dream, to the point that I had to set my mind free, to the point that I now dream so big, dreams dream about me. That means if you dreaming about me, but I'm no longer selfish. I now encourage you all to please dream bigger than me. I'm going to take you back to the truck when I had no money, no clothes, no shoes, and I wrote the quote, it's okay if your pocket's broke, just make sure your mind makes sense. I'm going to take you back to the truck when it was just me with no friends, and I wrote the quote, never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. I'll show you your future if you show me your 5 best friends. I'm going to take you back to the truck when I saw my grandmama and she said, most people can see, but not everyone has vision. If I'm not looking at you, it's because I can see the quotes that I wrote in the back of my truck. If you believe in your dream, clap one time. If you believe in your dream, clap one time. If you're going to execute your dream, clap 2 times. If you're going to live your dream, clap 3 times like you mean it.
You can pause that right there.
I'm going to take you back to the truck when I wrote the...
You see, the first step is we got to get out of this negative environment. We got to get out of this negative mindset. We got to get out of this negative spirit. We got to get back on the grind. We got to get back on the hunt. We got to become that farmer that has had no rain in 10 years and still out plowing, still out pulling the weeds, still planting seeds. Because when the rain do come, the person that has nurtured and took care of their land will prosper in its abundance. The first step of this process is to begin to take control of your mind. Stop having a fixed mindset. And for those that didn't listen to last week's show, we talked about fixed mindset and growth mindset. The fixed mindset people are the people that run away from the challenges, are the people that every time someone says something to them, they take it personal, are the people that don't put effort and can't take any kind of criticism. It's always someone else's fault. It is a fixed mindset. And that's what you got to get out of, because you get trapped in a negative environment. Let me explain to you what a fixed mindset person does. If you take a time clock and you turn it upside down and the sand begins to drop to the bottom, and let's assume that that's a 100-year time clock. And in the beginning, as the sand falls, we don't think about it. That's our youth years. We don't think about that life is continuing to grow and life is, the universe is continuing to spin. And then before you know it, that little time clock get a quarter of the way filled. Those are the years that are gone. Those are the years that you can't get back. Those are the years you cannot ask that sand to go up back into the upper portion of the time clock. It defies gravity. It defies, you can't go back in time. So what a fixed mindset person does, they just constantly just focus on about their problem. They don't spend no time on the solution. They just talk to everybody that will listen to them, only that will focus in on their problem. Why? Because they don't have a solution for the problem and they don't know how to do it. And we'll tell you how to do those things in the next segment. Learn how to become a growth mindset person. Learn how to embrace challenges. Learn how to say no. No, I'm not helping you. No, I'm not interested in that project. No, I'm not going to overcommit myself. No, I can't help you with this volunteer this year. No, I can't do it. And don't feel bad about it. And you heard in the clip, if I can't hang with you, if I cannot grow with you, why do I need to be with you? A growth mindset person doesn't care how long it takes, how many times it failed. And for those of you that don't know, and you probably use WD-40 all the time. I use WD-40 to fix squeaky doors and fix, keep my tires and brakes from rusting if I feel like in rainy season that I may get some rust on something. So I use WD-40 not only to keep things from squeaking, but also as a prevention of rust. But no one understands what the name of WD-40 come from. WD-40, the name means that it was the 40th time. It was the 40th failure to get to that point that they succeeded. Embrace challenges when they come. Stop taking it personal when someone tells you that you need to improve in certain aspects of your life. Embrace it and listen to what the person is saying to you so that you can grow. Begin to visualize and see and embrace your mastery. Begin to do all the things that you do consistently and repetitiously. Find ways to improve your life. Find ways to improve yourself. Find ways to take care of your body. Find ways to just give yourself the best opportunity in this life to be successful. And if you're successful and you're not healthy, that's not anything. If you have $1 billion and you have no worries in the world, okay, and I hate to use this as an analogy, but it fits current time. Everyone always make the excuse that the reason that they don't do certain things is because they don't either have the time, they have other things that are priority. They're too busy to spend time with their kids or spend time with their wife. They hang out more with the boys than embracing the relationship and beginning to master why it's important to have relationships. It just fascinates me to see this all the time. But I got to tell you, there are ways to improve your self-confidence. There's ways to improve the person that you currently are to become the person that you want to be. We have to begin to embrace the failures and understand that when you fail means that it is another opportunity. It's another step closer to you finding that answer. But how do we get started? How do we continue? How do we begin to build the process of getting out of that negative environment? First, let's control the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Now, let me clarify that now. Because you can't get rid of your kids, your wife, all right? That's not part of the 5 people, all right? The people that depend on you, you might have your mother, your grandmother. Those are not part of the 5, all right? All right, so let's clear that up. The 5 people are the people that you hang with outside your family, are the people that you spend your most time with at work. You spend most of your time at work, so the people you spend your time with at lunch breaks, the people you calling, the people you're speaking to on the phones, okay? All right? Because when I'm in the bank, I'm always watching people texting and doing things that they have no business on other people's time that are paying you to do what it is that you came to work. And then when you don't get the promotion, then you want to know and you say, they're not being fair, but you didn't give them 100%. You didn't hold yourself accountable the way that you want your employee to hold yourself accountable. Begin to hold yourself to the standards that you want other people to hold yourself to, and don't look for no return. If you're only doing your job at your job, shame on you. If you're just a manager and you don't go out and teach people what you know, you're not a successful person. You're a selfish person. And we're going to start getting into the solutions and the things that you need to do to begin to take control of your mind and stop letting all of the same old things circle your mind and trap you in a vicious cycle. And keep you in a negative environment and stifle you, and it keeps you in a fixed mindset when you need to be in a growth mindset mode. And Dave, if you wouldn't mind continue playing that clip, I greatly appreciate it, please.
Times like you mean. I'm gonna take you back to the truck when I wrote the quote, "My mama had screws in her leg like Superman had in his head. Doctor said she'll never walk again. I told that woman, close your eyes. Use your mind. I taught the woman how to glide." It's hard to contain my motivation in just a circle. But this right here reminds me of when I was locked up in jail And my grandmama said, give those people your body, baby, but don't you give them this. That's how I developed a wealthy mindset. I got 2 felonies. I couldn't get a job, so I created my own. There's people sitting in this room right now that gave me my first opportunity, that saw the dream in me, that believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. If you really gonna live your dream, man, stand on your feet. The reason why I created Wealthy Minds was to infect billions of people to stand up for their own dream. Most people say they got $1 million dreams, but won't even stand on their feet for 2 seconds. I wrote another quote because I was always running around. I was always late for my dream. And then I thought, I was always late and was the first person to hold my hands out. So I wrote this quote that says, rich people show up on time, wealthy people show up before time, and broke people always show up late. Will be the first one to hold their hands out. They told me rehearsal was at 3, I was here at 10. This ain't about me, it's my life. I turned negative situations into quotes that I now live. Your life is quotable too. You don't always got to live by other people's quotes. You can write your own life.
You can pause that right there, Dave. Taking control of your own life is your responsibility. No one else can do it but you. No one can take control of you. No one can make you get angry. No one is holding a gun to your head to make you do all of the bad things that you currently are doing. It's time to take a short break. We'll be back with more right after this. Congratulations on the purchase of your brand new home. And we couldn't be happier for you. But as soon as you moved in, you began to notice during the summer months, the attic began to get extremely hot, causing your home to get warm, making it uncomfortable. Plus, your electric bill began to rise, skyrocketing out of sight, costing you more money. I have a solution for you. Solaro Energy. Solaro Energy has a variety of products. Solar Shield for the attic, solar attic fans to take hot air out of the attic, plus Solar Day to bring in light into any area in your home, all costing you no additional money. Call Solaro Energy today at 888-355-5SUN or visit their website, solaroenergy.com. Solaro Energy, providing all of your future solar power energy.
This segment of the show was sponsored by Shakira Roll at ERA Home Run Real Estate. Buy, sell, or rent, I can help the entire world. Need assistance with down payment? No problem. Call Shakira Roll today at 561-312-2641 or email her at info@rollhome.com. That's info@rollehome.com. Visit her website at www.rollhome.com. That's www.rollehome.com.
Who is this young kid growing up, par for life, experiencing all of the tough battles, watching people thrown off buildings as a little boy, violence surrounding him? Failure is not an option. You may find it at Barnes & Noble. Failure is not an option, a book that is here to inspire you. Car accident? Dents or scratches? Has the Florida sun faded your ride? Call High Gloss Paint and Body. Their service is fast and reliable. High Gloss Auto Paint and Body will deal with your insurance company, taking all the load off your shoulders. I know what that can be like. Call them today, 561-508-4220. They're located on 2550 Windsor Avenue, Suite A, West Palm Beach, Florida. You tell High Gloss that Hayden Russo sent you. Motivational Speaker Incorporated. Hayden Russo, author, radio show host, motivator. Book Hayden Russo today, 561-723-6775. It's time for a change, and let Hayden Russo show you the way.
Welcome back to the Hayden Russo Show on TalkZone.com.
Thank you. For those that are just joining us, we're speaking about why it's important for you to begin to change the things that you do. Why is it important for you to understand where you're currently at? You know, and why is it important for you to begin to ask yourself the question where you want to be in 3 months, where you want to be in 5 years, where you want to be in 2 years. At whatever your mental capacity is at the current moment, you have to begin to take the baby steps. And once you begin taking the baby steps and begin to visualizing, then you got to start living that person out right now. You know, we've told you on countless shows that the mind has held people that has been dead, that people that the doctor said would never, ever walk again, never see again, never hear again. Skin would never grow back again. They would never heal from cancer. And I'm telling you that we have countless and countless and countless of people out in the universe that has overcome these challenges. And why? Why is it that some of us succeed and some of us don't? It is simple. It is our mindset. Okay, Hayden, you've been talking about what you're going to do, how you begin to take control of it. Okay, Hayden, stop talking. Tell us what to do. Okay. All right. Let's get into it then. If we want to get right into it, I ask you to look. From here on out, from this moment on, all right, we will use our calendar as the Bible. Nothing goes on our calendar that we're not doing. Before I get into the steps, I'm telling you right now, I take my calendar and I give it to my family first, because ain't nobody coming in on my calendar before what my family want to do. Whether it's a basketball game, whether they say they want to go eat ice cream, I don't care. Whether they want to go bowling. Oh, yeah. Me and my wife, we've been striking them out too. The kids be getting pissed off with us. We don't care. Me and my wife, we trying to crush them. It's 3 against 2 and we trying to crush them. Okay? Whatever is important to you goes on your calendar first. And anything that goes on your calendar must happen. And as that gentleman told you, look, Billionaire PA told you, they told him to show up at 3. He showed up at 10. People ask me, why Hayden? Why are you so passionate? Why you're so aggressive? Why you're yelling in the radio? I don't know how much time I have left to do this. Prince didn't have no worries. Prince didn't have no money problems. Prince was doing what he wanted to do. The artist formerly known as Prince, whichever name you want to give him, that's what he means to me. He was Prince, the Purple Rain. Don't tell me I grew up with that. And for all you gentlemen out there that act like y'all don't know what we talking about, oh, okay. All right, look, I can't speak for the girls. I can only speak for the males, okay? In our teens, back in the 80s, all right, we didn't have iPhones where you might can go and see something you don't need to be seeing, kids. And if you're looking at that and you're thinking about that all day, guess what's going to happen to you? My son at 12, and he rides around with me all day. And sometime when he's not in school, and all of a sudden he's spotting strip clubs all over the sudden. This strip club, that strip club, this strip club. And I said to my son, hey, are you going to become a stripologist? And he's like, Dad, why you say that? Because if you keep seeing all the strip club, guess what your mind is going to continue doing? It will focus on that. Where do you get that from? He said, all right, Dad, I got it. Then we start talking about, making prototypes and then he all of a sudden he started talking about, Dad, I need you to get a 3D printer. Now that's what I need. Listen, when you're on a growth mindset and you get out of that fixed mindset mode and you begin wanting to grow and you stop taking things personal, then you can begin to expand your mind. How you do that? You start writing things down. What you mean how you write things down? Look, your mind function in loops. Your mind is an awesome retriever, but it's a bad master at memory. Okay, Hayden, what you mean by that? You come up with a great idea. If you don't write it down, I guarantee you within 30 to 120 seconds, you'll forget it. So you got to begin to start capturing the things that come out of your mind. And what you do, you have a pad near you. You have a pad near to your bed. You have a pad in the bathroom. You have a pad, if you love to cook, you have a pad in the kitchen. You have a pad next to your desk. Begin to capture. I'm not telling, look, okay, because I get all of these people that tell me all these different things. Now, here's what I'm telling you. You got to begin to capture the things in your mind, but you can't capture 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. That's how many thoughts run in your mind. Okay? What I'm saying to you, the thoughts that loop in your mind, the thoughts that you can't get out of your head, the thoughts that just nag you when you sleep, the thoughts that nag you when you're driving, what it is, it's what you want to be. It's what God sent you here for. Okay? Whether it's a talk show host, whether it's a producer, whether it's an engineer, whether it's an architect, whether it's a banker, whether it's a hedge fund manager, whatever it is that you want to be, whether it's a dog trainer. Look, for all of y'all that want to say that dog trainers don't make no money, look, Doggy Dan has an online training for dogs, right? And I'm not promoting him. And look, everybody should be successful. I'm just giving you what I use. I Googled dog trainer and Doggy Dan came up. And a website for $149 for a full year of a whole bunch of videos on how to train your dog. Guess what? He's the #1 guy in the world. So he's living in abundance. He's living a quality life from videos that he's created that is creating residual income. Why? Because he wants to see everybody successful. He's created something for animals, and I have 2 German Shepherds that I need to train. Okay? So now when you begin to capture the things in your mind, it gives your mind room for new ideas. And I begin to tell you how to process the things that you're capturing, okay? But the first level, you have to capture it. You got to capture all of the important stuff that has been running back and forth in your mind that you can't let go. You capture it. You write it down. That's the first step. Write all of those important things down when you jump up out of your sleep. Imprison the Mind, which is the next book that I'm writing, I was thinking about it in the shower and I started yelling to my wife, Imprison the Mind, write down Imprison the Mind. And she said, what? Write down Imprison the Mind. And after she wrote it down, then she said, why did you keep yelling that? I said, I didn't want to forget it. Because as soon as I stopped, I would have forgot it. There's a reason that there's 7 digits in a phone number. Somebody has mastered how the mind takes in numbers. When you're on the TV, if you don't hurry up and write it down, you'll write the first 3 digits down because you can remember the last 7. And stop letting the mind fool you into thinking that you can think about multiple things. The mind can only focus on one thing at a time. And although women can have 20 files open, 30 files open at a time, guess what? The reason that men have further vision is because we can focus in on one thing. But the reason that women are smarter is because they can focus on 20 things. So you figure it out which one you want to be on. But my thing is, Focus in on a growth mindset. Focus in on every time you fail. Don't focus in on, oh, I failed. Oh, I'm going to be embarrassed. Oh, I had to file bankruptcy. My life is over. Oh, I got caught for prostitution like the governor of New Jersey and my life is over. What he did, he came and created a talk show. Mr. Spitzer. He's a lawyer. He can give consultants. He could be a consultant. I ain't saying go live on K Street, but I'm saying he could be a consultant. He could still live abundance of life. Stop thinking that every time you make a mistake that is catastrophic, that your life is over. A temporary setback is setting you up for a comeback. And if you fall and you can look up, you can get up. And the reason that this young man had you to stand up, because if you can't believe in your dream, who's going to stand up for you? Who's going to do it for you? Learn how to control your thoughts, and I'll tell you how to process the thoughts and what we got to do with them. And Dave, if you wouldn't mind continue playing that next clip, let me know when you're ready. But you got to process it and you got to know what to do with it. So the first step that we talked about, and I want to redefine it. Okay? Begin to ask yourself every single time when you get to your station, why am I at work today? Why is this meeting important? Why is it important for me to make this parent-teacher conference? Because studies show that when the kids see that the mother and father shows up to the parent-teacher conference and they've done nothing wrong, then they'll continue to do something great for you. Stop showing up every time something go wrong. Show up and give the kid gratitude, not on getting an A, but give them gratitude on the process of getting an A, on studying, on being committed and staying focused and following your dream and doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again until he got it right. Dave, if you wouldn't mind, keep playing that clip. I greatly appreciate it.
I'm passionate about this dream because last time I was in the paper, it was for going to jail. Now I can tell my mama, look, baby, we had TEDx. Last year I came right here and sat in that third row right there, and I said, I'm going to speak my dream into existence. The speaking is just one part. The second part is what a lot of people have a problem with. The execution. I did it. So can you. It was just 300 days ago, 360 days that I sat right there. That's a fact. Nobody can argue with results. The reason why I do speeches and say, stand up for your dream, I want to see who's going to get tired and sit down.
You
it's
can
your
pause
dream,
that right
not
there.
mine.
Pause that there, Dave. For those of you, okay, I've told you on countless shows that Talk Zone is the best internet radio station on the planet. And if you ever want to reach your dream in communication through talking and speaking and being passionate about what you love, there's no other talk show on the planet that does it better. And I told you to contact Gene Stern. And let me get professional here. I get passionate and I jump right. As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna jump right back past it. I ask y'all to, I know, not ask. I said, I ask y'all to call Gene Stern here at Talk Zone. 800-743-1988, extension 203. Who can do it better than Talk Zone? That's why I'm here. That's why the Hayden Russo Show is here. Hold on. This time for a short station identification. You're live on the Hayden Russo Show on TalkZone.com. Are you serious? Listen, write down all of the things that's looping in your head. Okay? Write them down. Write them down on a pad. Write them down on your hand. Write them down on your forehead. I don't care what you write them down. As soon as they come in your brain, write them down. And then when you can, transfer them to an index card. And I need you to go buy 3 bins. And then when you buy those 3 bins, I need you to name one of them the inbox. Okay? Then name the next one the next action box. And then the last one is the execution box. Okay? And after you write them down on the index cards, what I want you to do is when you have 2 hours that you can sit down with yourself, and don't tell me you ain't have no time. Okay? Don't tell me you don't have time to read. Are you serious? Listen, if you read 15 minutes a day, that's 3 books a month. That's 36 books a year. I apologize. Well, I can't read 15 minutes a day. Are you serious? You're on Facebook that much time. You're on Instagram that much in a day. You Twittering. Are you serious? You're on LinkedIn. You're doing everything but improving yourself. Are you telling me that you can't spend an hour or 2 hours a day improving yourself? Every morning I get up and write 150 to 200 sentences. Full, complete sentences every morning. I meditate. I help my kids. I wake my kids up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We walk and we listen to videos. We talk about what it is to be in a growth mindset and where we want to be and how we want them to take control of their life. And, oh, Dad, I don't need you buying my Ferraris. I'm going to buy you 2 of them. Oh, I don't want you to buy me a big house. I'll buy you a house. I don't need you taking care of me. That's the level we on. And that's the little one speaking at 8. And you complaining. And look, on this show, we have given you everything that you needed. We've provided you with all of the tools, but guess what? What I'm finding is you still don't do it. You'll go out and buy your vision board, but your vision board can't put itself up. Your vision board can't print the pictures of the big house that you want, or your doctor degree, or your lawyer, or you want to go to Harvard, Yale, or Princeton, or one of my favorite, you want to attend Dartmouth College. Are you serious? You got to put that dream on. You got to see it. Take $1, make it $1 million bill, and post it up so when you see it, when you look up every time you see it left, you see it right. The reason that I write down these sentences every morning, because repetition, the mind doesn't understand nothing but repetition. You fighting something that it records everything that it sees, hears, or smell. Are you serious? Take control of what you do. And I'm so sorry. I've been running over clips. I haven't given anyone time to call in. I'm passionate about what I do. I don't do this for fun. I don't watch the videos because I just want to just give you something to look at. I'm passionate about what I do. And if me and you have the same opportunity and there's nothing else that's equal, there's nothing else that you can do to be better. Both of us got the same equal power. Here's what I would do. I sleep less than you. You're never going to outwork me. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to work harder than you, and I'm going to strive, and I'm going to do everything in my power to be better than you. And I'm sorry that I got that kind of attitude. If you would like to join this conversation in the next segment, you can call us at 888-463-6748. That's 888-GO-FORWARD. We'll be back with more right after this. Congratulations on the purchase of your brand new home. And we couldn't be happier for you. But as soon as you moved in, you began to notice during the summer months, the attic began to get extremely hot, causing your home to get warm, making it uncomfortable. Plus, your electric bill began to rise, skyrocketing out of sight, costing you more money. I have a solution for you. Solaro Energy. Solaro Energy has a variety of products. Solar Shield for the attic, solar attic fans to take hot air out of the attic, plus Solar Day to bring in light into any area in your home, all costing you no additional money. Call Solaro Energy today at 888-355-5SUN or visit their website, solaroenergy.com. Solaro Energy, providing all of your future solar power energy. Why replace your roof when you can repair it? Call Built Right Roofing today at 844-277-7663. That's 844-277-7663. Come and experience the Built Right way at 844-277-7663.
Invest in Macedonia.com. www.inmacedonia.com. The future to connecting the world.
The best pork barbecue, ribs, and chicken in the state of Florida. Don't believe it? Try it yourself. Call Bounce Back Barbecue at 561-307-4382. They also do catering. That's 561-307-4382. The House of Bling is here. Woo! Specializing in rhinestone apparel. Bling out your company logo or team logo. Call today. 561-723-6781. Woo, they're ready. Get your bling, women, cheerleaders. Tell your coaches about the House of Bling. We're here for all custom apparel. Again, that phone number is 561-723-6781. Do you have a ride on your way? Are you in the New York area? When you're stuck, call on NYC Taxi Ride Yellow and Green. We have two apps at your availability. www.waytoride.com or www.goarro.com. NYC Yellow Cab is ready for you.
And now, more of the Hayden Russo Show on TalkZone.com. Back to Hayden Russo.
Look, I gotta tell y'all, I love Talk Zone. Look, I've said it before. You can find any subject, whether it's cars, whether it's about your health, whether you want to know what doctors talking about, it's right here on Talk Zone. Okay? You can Google Talk Zone. You can find Talk Zone on YouTube. Okay? Or as I said before, you're live on Talk Zone. And Gene, Dave, I'm sorry about that. You mind giving me a little pumped up there so I get back into this segment here? Yeah. Woo! TalkZone.com. That's where you at, baby. That's where you at. I appreciate it. That's where you at. You're live here on Talk Zone. We're going to jump right into it. Okay? Now, I already told you. Every chance you get, anything that's looping in your mind, write it down. Okay? Stop letting the same thing take control of your mind. But when you write it down, all right, here's the next step. Here's how you get your mind off of it, right? When you write it down, when you write it down, after you write down what is looping in your mind, I need you to write down what the next action. Example, I want to start a business. Okay. What it takes to start a business. That's the next action. I need to have a better relationship with my wife. Okay. What is the next action? I need to ask my wife, what am I doing wrong? And do we need some help or do we need some treatment? You know? And for those of y'all that don't understand, somebody asked me, Yesterday, somebody asked me, oh, you going home to clean the bathroom for your wife? Are you serious? I sucked my wife's toes and she asked me to. I'm whipped. Hey, look, I ain't get married not to be whipped. Are you serious? Look, happy marriages help you live to 100 years old. Playboy, you're living on average 50 to 70. All your little playboys out there that want to be playboys, you ain't living past 80 on average. Okay? And I hate to make this example. Prince didn't have no money problems. And God took him away from us. A great man doing great things. Are you serious? Dave, if you wouldn't mind going in clip 2 for me and playing to its entirety, I greatly appreciate it.
And here's your word of encouragement for the day. Surround yourself with people who will raise your energy, not drain your energy. You guys know what I mean. It's been said that you become the sum total of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. The people you hang with, the people you roll with. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a quick evaluation of every single person and ask yourself this question. Is this person bringing me closer to my dream, or are they taking me farther away from my dream? Listen, make some decisions today. Are they weighing you down, or are they lifting you up? And here's what you have to look for. When you're in the presence of this person, do you leave with a good feeling, or you leave feeling worse or bad about yourself? Are they bringing drama to your life or encouragement? It's not an easy decision, but make it today. Get yourself around a group of people where you're going to take you to the next level. This is Wally Waiters, your Boca Visionary Mentor.
Look here. Let me tell y'all something. Wally Waiters is my homeboy. I met him and I love him to death. I want everybody to be successful. This guy is doing it. He is doing successful things. He's been successful. Look here. I have 2 payments left on my vehicle. And Mr. Wally Waiters drive the vehicle that I want. I love a Tesla and I want one. I want to be able to tell it something and take me home. But listen, we have to support each other. This universe is about relationship and creating bond and friendship. Wally Waiters, Boca Visionary Mentor. Okay, you can find him at Instagram at Boca Visionary Mentor. Or you can find him on YouTube. Okay, Google Wally Waiters. That's W-A-L-I Waiters. W-A-I-T-E-R-S. Please support this brother. He's doing a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. Now, you got to learn to speak your things in existence. I got a short time and I got a lot of things to do. Okay? So now, when you write everything down, right? The next thing I need you to do is write down what is the next action to complete that goal. Now, this rule here applies to everybody and to you too, Dave. I know you're listening in the background. That's my engineer. God knows I couldn't be nowhere without him. God knows he's not my engineer. He's the engineer that's helping everybody on the planet just support and just I'm so grateful for you, brother, for what you do, not only for Talk Zone, but you just don't understand you helping the planet. Thank you for what you do. Cause how you cut it up and mix it up and make things look, all the mistakes I look like I make, you make me look great. And you know when to see you because you hiding in the background. Not because you hiding in the background because you want to. It's just the way the system's set up. But I thank you. I have a short time to do everything that I do. So when you spread all those cards down and you start looking at your ideas, any of those ideas that you can complete in 2 minutes or less, you do it right then. Right then and there. Don't wait on it. Any idea that you can do in 2 minutes or less, after you write it down and you wrote it down on the index card and you spread it out on the floor, just start knocking down. I don't care what idea it is. If you can accomplish it in 2 minutes or less, do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Okay? And after that, we've already talked about you don't have to talk to me about all of the no's and negative things. Only talk to me about positive things. Only talk to me about things that's going to help you become successful. Only talk about the good things. Write down all the goals. Do all the things that are positive. Okay? Now I'm going to jump back into this clip and I'll be right back. But I want to go get back into this clip. David, you go back to clip 1 for me and continue playing. I greatly appreciate it.
I drove from Alabama to California with no dream, no aspirations. But I believe in myself, and I want to demonstrate what I mean by speak your dreams into existence. I need one person that truly believe in their dream to raise your right hand. This was not even planned. I get passionate about this. I just feel like you got to stay in the circle. You got to stay right here with me. I'm just letting you know they're serious about that circle. The reason why I'm doing this, I don't script speeches. You know why? Success isn't scripted. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You didn't know this was going to happen today. But when it's time for you to speak your dream into existence, you got to be ready for it. I speak into existence. I don't even know this brother. That you're about to speak your dream into existence. What show we on, bro? Any show? We at the TEDx, right?
Yeah.
So we on TEDx show. Let them know where we at.
We're at the TEDx show.
Yeah, and this your show right here. It's your show. I want you to speak a concrete dream into existence. And I speak into existence that the whole audience, when you finish, they about to go absolutely